Architect, welcome. When you start the show. Alright, so. I'm just perusing some mods I want to install on Dark Souls 1 on Nexus Mods just before I started here. Last we left off, I was like halfway through the hollow there, Great Hollow. Picked up the item that was being very elusive. Nothing notable. It was like a Titanite chunk and a white Titanite chunk. Yeah, I'm planning on. Also, I took off my armor because it was just slowing me down. So, yeah, I'm thinking about installing some mods. I like modding games that I already love. Or if I see something in a game where I'm like, man, this game would be really good if it only had this or that, right? I just saw a mod that just got released in the last like 30 days for the remastered version of the game. It lets you have warp from the start. And I'm like, that is a good idea. The non-linearity that would bring would be amazing. I like my games non-linear, so bring that on. And being able to, I mean, you have to actually go to the place first, like wherever you need to go. So it's not like you could warp wherever. It would be cool to. There's that item I saw over this ridge. Gonna free Billy over here in a second. Hydra. Oh, see that item over there now? Yeah, there it is. Gotta go back, run back the way I came. Saw an item. I think it's lots of dragon scales down here. This is where you go if you want to level your. Yep. This is where you go if you want to get your dragon weapons upgraded. And then there's this place, and then there's like one in the chest by the Blight Town bonfire, and then outside of like that, the drop, you can farm some drakes for dragon scales. But what I'm probably going to do is, you know, like I said, I will usually install mods that like open things up a little bit, open up options, you know, give you access to more gear or more non-linear options. So I'm probably going to install, in the remastered version, I'll install the warp from the beginning, from the start, and as well as another mod for. He killed himself. What? How did that Hydra die? Okay. Yeah, it's dragon scales. I have no idea how that guy died. What? Okay, well, I guess we found a cheese for him. Very weird. Yeah, I saw that, and then there's another mod that gives you like access to, you know, 30 classes right at the beginning. And really, these classes, quote unquote, are like just NPCs in the game. So having access to that right away would be good. That's bad damage. I was just testing. Dark Souls is already a non-linear game, but even more would be great. Wish I could find a mod for Dark Souls 1 that made armor more interesting. Because Dark Souls 3 has, of course, the Cinders mod, which is just like, for me, that mod just makes the game almost Oh, hey, regenerated. Dude, I didn't even know. I didn't put it together until. Also, see the Alice. To see you're a subscriber to Reformed Jedi. Cool. But I didn't even put it together that you're Greg from Twitter. Well, welcome. And yeah, I only figured it out when I saw your I assume you knew that. No, I only put it together when I saw that your avatar on Parlor was your name was regenerated. Well, yeah, everyone's everyone's like, hey, I'm on another social media account. It starts with a P. Don't lead into the gamer tag much. Right. I've always had my name for like, I say always, but like for like a decade or two at this point. Decade and a half. But anyway, we should be finishing up tonight, finishing that challenge run. We got ourselves pretty far. We actually only have to, mandatory bosses. We only have to defeat Gwyn. But I decided I was trying to see if I could do the DLC bosses as well. We did Sanctuary Guardian, no problem. And Artorias, we're not having much of a problem with him, but just our damage is very low. So my thought was to get the Dragon Greatsword and see about we can get some damage going this way. We're just cutting off the tail of this dragon. This is how we... There we go. Alright, so now I have to equip that. 390. 390 base, no scaling, but that's okay. The 390 base should be more than enough. Oh, dear. I'm very heavy, though. I suppose I should have assumed that was going to happen. He's tough to beat in a battle attrition. Yeah, like I know how to beat him without a problem, but it's just the fact that I do so little damage to him made it difficult. Yes, exactly. Yeah, okay, you know then. I was saying to everybody last night, like, it's best that you have a fast roll when you're fighting Artorias. We managed to pick up most of the Guardian set, which I was hoping to avoid doing that. But I saw the item, I had to pick it up, I had to equip it. So we can go down to, if we need to, we can go down to Blighttown, and so I beat him was with fat rolls before I got good. Oh yeah. Getting good can be hard. Black. You just reminded me. I totally forgot to pick up the black iron set. So it's good. Like if we need another tank set, we're good. We still have the black iron set. But now it's like, what is armor even? Right. Well, I was just saying, I hope I can find a mod for Dark Souls 1 that makes armor more interesting. You know, Dark Souls armor is very sort of plain. It's like, yeah, you get poise, you get armor and stuff, but I really like what Cinder's mod does. So Cinder's mod is a Dark Souls 3 like gameplay overhaul mod that makes just, in my opinion, makes the game just all around better. Like Dark Souls 3 is already extremely good, like extremely good to me, but Cinder's mod puts it over the top. It's so much so it's part of my tier list. You know, everyone has their Dark Souls tier lists. Mine's like Dark Souls 3 Cinder's mod, Dark Souls 3, Dark Souls 2, and then 1 Bloodborne Demon Souls, you know? But then again, my list goes from like extremely good to a little bit good. Okay, so slow attack speed on the Dragon Greatsword. Oof. Swing it. Oh, the swing is a... 217's good. Oh, HP check. Oh, gosh. This fat roll, man. What we can do... I'm gonna try once more. But, we can go for the Conjurer set. This is a light set. Oh, hi. I'm here still. So we're gonna try once more. Yeah, that's pretty brutal. There are some fights where tanking is pretty viable. Here it's against Artorias, not so much. We intentionally left a set of armor that was light and one that's heavy. So I could totally try by the black iron, but that's there. We've got Conjurer set, and then I mean, if we really needed to, we could just farm like hollow soldier stuff. But then, see, we can't do that though because we might risk losing our weapon for like a broken straight sword or something. We need this weapon for like most of the DLC, so we're gonna have to loot for it. Alternatively, what we could do is farm the stone axe. What is it called? The stone great axe from these dudes. These like big stone dudes around here. But yeah, the games that I really enjoy, I will usually mod, because it's like if the game's already good, I find modders are generally pretty good at like taking what's good and like making it a little better. One thing I always look for in a mod is to add stuff rather than replace stuff. Actually, I forget the amount of mods replace stuff, and I'm not a fan of that. You know, the game's good as it is. I don't want to replace anything. You know, replace armor or weapons and stuff. But if you add more, which is mostly what Cinders does for Dark Souls 3, and that's good. I'll probably be downloading a mod to make Dark Souls 1 even more non-linear by allowing warping right away. Let's see here. Nope. Alright, I am curious to see how tanking would go with Artorias, though. Like, if you did, like, shield only. I've done shield only in Dark Souls 2 and 3, I believe. I think it was 3 for sure. I've done that a couple times. And then Dark Souls 2, I may have done it once. Alright, we'll warp in on down to Dawn of Chaos. Dust! How are you, friend? You're taking care of yourself? Doing well? Yeah, nice, nice. Pretty good. We're almost finished this run. I have a few bosses left to go. Yeah, you guys know each other. That's good. Not a friend anymore. Oh. Too few G's. Yeah, is 2 G's, I believe. Let it be known that Greg Standard is, if you misspell his name, then you immediately are defriended. Okay, we gotta find... the only item I think we missed here was like a couple of souls. Couple of like itemized souls and then a set. Perfection. Perfection. Be on the right side here. Oh, we also get the Crimson set, which is up in the upper part of White Town. Please don't roll into me. Good. Go, go, go. Is it in here? No. Oh, Oklahoma. Actually, I shouldn't kill this guy. He might drop the... I think he drops the Great Club. Oh! Fine. I am totally fine. Oops. Oops. See? That's what you get for poise. You want to not stagger for days? You get yourself some poise. Yep, I hear ya. Not around here somewhere? It should be on a body with a crimson or poison mist, I think. Aha. I was never gonna see this. Accident. Yeah, nice. Tattered cloth hood, cloth robe, manchettes, and heavy boots. And poison mist, which I can't equip right now. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah. Mid roll's okay. Like I can manage with mid roll. Don't you insects. Ugh. Get away. Where is it? Where is it? So long, de Bowser, as Mario once said. And mid roll. This is an extremely heavy weapon for me to still be mid rolling with the thing I'm wearing now. We can't have static cling. The Bernus will stick to his thing. What is this thing? Tattered cloth set. It's true. I don't think I used a Pavel's ring yet. We got Hal's, we replace it with this ring, which is fine. You know what? That's a good idea. An excellent idea. Let's go from... Wait, would we see anything by accident? You're full of them? Yeah. Seems that way. Just need to be careful. I think I've cleared out the way up to the watchtower in both directions. So... let's go from Undead Parish to Watchtower. Or something. I mean, I thought I just didn't say it. So tell me, Greg, what are you up to? Playing any games recently? You studying anything recently? What about your personal things? Like, do you have, like, where do you live? I know that you're a Dark Souls fan, that's for sure. You intuitively were like, you might need to get Havels. And then clearly there's that. Put my kids to bed. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you mentioned that you wanted to chill out or hang out for a bit once you put your kids to bed. That's cool. Chill now. Dustin is playing my favorite game of all time tonight. I bought it for him, so waiting on him to start too. Nice. What game is that? Nothing quite like watching Jedi Knight Dark Forces 2. Interesting. I'm not familiar with the game. You're, wait, where are we going? Right, I'm going down here. Very obscure choice, I know, yeah. Yeah. What is, what's the genre of that game? And what's the appeal of it? You know, it's clearly, you said it's a favorite game of all time? Of all time, that's like... Wars meets Doom? Really? Didn't know that such a thing existed. When was it? Is it a new game? I mean, Doom is an old franchise. It's 97. Okay, so we're talking like it's a Doom clone, but like Doom clones, it has a negative connotation, like a Doom like. I suppose. Yeah. Right. So to my right, yeah. 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 Ooh, damage. Bit more advanced than old school Doom. I see. Oops. Be a flinch there. You need more stamina, Howell. Me like. Oh, this is definitely yeah, delicious. Okay, now we're good. I think now we're gonna do just fine against Artorias. Of course, because I said that, and I'm streaming. The last three parts, the last three sessions of this run, have shown that because I said that, it means that it's not gonna go very well. But I'm pretty sure everything should go very smoothly right now. A good suggestion from Renegade Regenerated slash Greg. Is it on the? Is it a PC game? What's the what console is it on? Star Wars Dark Forces 2. Go. Nice. Old PC game, yeah. That was the era of like obscure PC games, so I expected something like that. Like if I Dark Forces was a DOS game. Oh wow, DOS. That's before my time. Like I never played PC games until to Windows. I hear you can still play some DOS games, but they're quite onerous, quite difficult to get working these days. Come on, don't miss. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's like 10 times the amount of damage that we had before. Look at the difference this makes. Get out of here. How dare you not stay still for a moment. Slam it. Yeah, Taurus isn't too bad. Stay mid. Fade out. There's one attack where he kind of puts his sword to the side and kind of dashes forward. It's always very punishable. Not this. Oof. I have to go. If you need to dodge to the right there. This one. Always dodge into that and get a clean hit. This is bad. Oh, that's okay. Whoop! Snuck that one in there. You cannot fast, quick roll up. I'm not sure when they. That ain't Falco. Okay, you're not gonna be friends. Well, you post pretty good stuff on Twitter, so, and you've been a pretty fun fella in the chats I've seen you in, so I think we can be friends. Can I meme? Can you meme like I can meme? Oh! That Rivers literally made me burst out laughing. I mean, I've been around quite a while on the internet. Like I'm back from the Y Team MND days. Someone posted the clip of like a songify from Shimo Yoho, and my first thought was like, I gotta post like the actual Shimo Yoho version of this clip. I never even seen the original clip. Yes, deep cut, the deepest of cuts. You can just call me the butcher of Meme Street. Okay. So, I don't remember when they introduced it. Probably Bloodborne when they introduced like the quick roll, where you can like, quickly recover when you're knocked prone. It's not in Dark Souls 1. It might be in 2, possibly, but I think it's definitely in Bloodborne. Roll into that sucker. Poker. Oh, don't do that. sometimes he stops short and oops. It's counter damage though. Whoops. Whoops. Come on, you monkey. Just turn to the left a little bit. Whoop. Oh, I'm angry. I'm angry. I don't even know where you are. Oops. One of the few fights I log on for, see, he stopped short that time, is Artorias. 3 of the 4 fights in the DLC I log on for, whereas the rest of the game you just don't. I don't. Not having omnidirectional rolling is very inconvenient, and it actually makes the game feel a little worse. So. This will probably be my last run playing the Prepare or Die edition. It's a bit rough, yeah. I mean, these games are, you know, make very marked improvements each iteration. Yes, even Dark Souls 2. I think Dark Souls 2 makes a number of objective improvements to the formula that carry over into the next games. You love DS2? Yes, we are best friends. People hate on DS2 so much. Okay, I overspoke. But yes, we can be friends now. People hate on it so much. It's like it's a meme to hate on DS2, but it's so good. So good. I get it. It's like, it has some oh, power stancing. Why can't I hold all these power stances? And how you can put them together. You can put 2 different weapons together and they make a different moveset, and you can pair up the different. You can put the smelter sword and the age smelter sword together, and oh, beautiful. All right, so see, you do have to roll there. He's the last 2 times. Double tap. Don't tap me twice. Oop, drink it! You guys punch me here. Yeah. Oops. Can I drink now? Where'd you learn that? From your dog, Sif? Hup. Where's the spot I can heal here? Right here. Here we go. Bloom. Okay, now you can stop spamming that. There's only there's really with the speed of this weapon, I can punish him here probably, and I can punish him when he does the little. Because this doesn't work. Yeah, he's too far. I can't risk not rolling forward. I feel like on that. Ugh. As soon as he stops short, and I have to just. Should have attacked there. There you go. The jump slams don't punch him on the 3rd. Yeah, seems you know that. Because not a lot of people do, but it's Oh, I nicked him. Oh, stagger him. Oh, 1 to stagger. Ugh. Oh, what was that miss? What was that hardcore miss right there? That's awesome. Oh. Okay, you know what you have to do? Bait out, go far, bait out that slam jam, and die to it because he's supposed to jump past you, and then you can get a clean heal off. But you know, that's cool. Because obviously this is a streamer's curse. I can usually do this fight without much of a problem, but you know, it's just cool. I feel your pain, but it's hilarious. Well, that's part of the fun of streaming, you know. It's fun to go on a journey with somebody. With the chat. I play through these games over and over again. But hey, what fun would it be if things just worked out perfectly every time, right? Part of it is the struggle and the eventual success. Oh, is Grant lurking? Well, let's not disturb him. Sure, he's very busy. I'm just gonna whisper. And thanks for coming. I appreciate it. Huh? What's that, Sonny? I'm already half dead. Take this. I suppose it doesn't help that I have. He responds. That's cool. You don't have to if you don't want to, or if you're distracted. It happens to me all the time. I'm always lurking in people's chats. I'm never able to respond. Blunk. Just playing, yeah. Well, I appreciate you being here, Grant. Whoops. Woo. I don't know what this. Yeah. He went down for the heal for the attack there. Oop. Let's go far and see if I can beat out that. Whoops. Oh, I could have gotten on that roar. Here you go. What do you think the hardest fight in Souls is? Orphan of costs. But if you're talking about just the main, like the 3 Souls games, 1, 2, and 3, that's a different question. Souls, not Born. Okay. Let's see. Never played Bloodborne. It's very good. Let's see. Hardest boss in the Souls games would be a PS4, or a port to PC. That's what you really need. Oh, can I do this? Is this gonna get clean? Oops! Woo! Gonna go buff now. Oog! I heard that's happening. I heard it's like a rumor. I don't know. I mean, that would be super sweet if that happened. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Oops, I'm gonna die. Yep. That I died right there because of B to jump, or you know, yeah, instead of L stick to jump. Hardest boss in Souls. So we got Dark Souls 1. We got Dark Souls 2. This is Few Night's pretty tough. I feel like I've played Dark Souls 3 enough where none of the bosses are especially difficult for me anymore. I think Friede. He made it tough, but I love him. Midir, dude, I've got Midir down like a science. I can no-hit Midir. The last time I fought him, which the last run, I think I got hit like once by accident. It was like I got nicked by one of his like It let me in once because I couldn't be bothered. I mean, that's fair. Once I did it, I was over it, right? There's a couple of bosses that I think I'm really bad at fighting. Like I think Gwyn is pretty hard for me, even though people are like just parry him. But you know, if you're not doing a run where you parry dudes, then Gwyn can be, his attack speed is quite high. Yeah, Midir is a super fun fight for me. Every time I play through Dark Souls 3, I look forward to fighting Midir. Midir is so fun. If you don't cheese parry Gwyn, he's tough for sure. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I love Friede. Bring me my frail. What stops thine ears? Whoop. Get your hammer. Can I do this? Ooh, I can. Come on! What is this spacing? That doesn't work. I didn't know there was someone for the first time. I just soloed her. Nice. It's okay. No, it's not. Yeah, Gale is there just to fight her in phase 2 and 3. Oh, I can't punish that. What's that kind of destroys her? Well, that's one of her gimmicks, right? She's very susceptible to backstabs and stagger. So like you can stagger lock her a decent amount before she'll try to like get away from you. Come on, give me what I can use here. Give me something I can use. I can't use that. Give me. Don't do wolf leap or wolf thing. A bad thing to do right there, but it worked out. Oh gosh, that was a terrible roll. Quick step kind of destroys her. She's a lot harder with bow only. Too quick, yeah. And she knows you're using bows on her. Like she knows that you're trying to shoot her, and then she'll always like dodge out of the way. So she's a real pain with the bow. I used it for I did a bow only run with her with fighting her, and oops. Okay. What is this? What is this? Yeah, that was some good RNG. I think Gale is actually not that hard of a fight either, but he's really cool. He's really fun to fight. Gale is not hard to me, but what a blast. What a blasty blast. I haven't figured out why he sometimes stops short like that. I did a run where I couldn't heal. And so in that run, I managed to learn a lot about how to fight some of the harder bosses. You know, I couldn't. Well, I should be specific. I couldn't use my Estus. You're a masochist. Yeah. Well, basically, what it was still. Yeah. So my only sources of healing were from sources of regeneration. So like no Estus or no like sources of like mass healing all at once. Basically, what it meant was I had to figure out how to stay safe in a prolonged way in some of the longer fights. You know, like only attack when you absolutely can get the hit. And I found out by a little bit like process of elimination that like in some trial and error that Gale in phase 3, Gale is at his easiest in phase 3. Because he has an attack that they can reliably punish every time, and all you have to do is just keep backing up. He like just backpedaling, and he'll do an attack where he kind of like stumbles forward for a bit and slams down with his sword. And in phase 3, he'll always, if you don't, he's not close enough. You're not close to him. He'll follow up with like a front flip and then another slam down. After that second slam down, he's always free for a hit. So you just do that until you kill him. Madeir as well. You can focus down Madeir. Oh, thanks for not attacking there. On certain attacks, you can actually read. That's why I actually like Madeir so much, is because he's not like a very like combo heavy kind of guy. Madeir is very deliberate. He takes his turn. He's very slow. Speaking of being slow, Trace, what are you doing? You know when it's your time to attack, right? With Madeir. Oops, I rolled the wrong way there. Usually just circle to the right a bunch. So I can, like, I'm already kind of moving in one direction when he does the wolf leap. Oh, that's a bad spot to be in. Only the single there. Weapon's a little too. It's good. It's nice and powerful, but it's a little too slow to get into these hits. So I, you know. Whoop. Nice. Maybe I'm estimating the range a little bit. The range of what? My weapon or his weapon? Mine? Oh, I'm surprised I didn't die there. Yeah, I was noticing that I wasn't able to. Whoops, wrong way. Yeah, we're getting there. Let's see. Yeah, I think the harder bosses in the series are the ones that I guess that you have to break them down to kind of like, are they hard because of they're like just difficult to fight, or ones that are just hard because of RNG? Like, I think Bed of Chaos can be pretty hard because she's incredibly annoying to fight, and usually you don't end up actually doing anything with her. Like, notoriously a bad fight, so. Total pain in the butt. It's. I remember being totally unimpressed with her when I first played through the game, and I was like, so. I thought it was gonna happen. I get to the middle of her, and I'm like, okay, cool. Let's get down there. And I was like, ooh, I can't wait to actually fight something. This will be great. And I was like, okay, here we go. This is walking forward. Okay, let's start the fight now. And you hit the thing once, and it's like, okay, that's the end. Okay, Lord Soul Boss apparently, is what that was. But none of like the gimmick bosses in the Souls games are that great, right? Like Dragon God or Ancient Wyvern from Dark Souls 3, or stuff like that. Like, I want to fight stuff that you. Honestly, outside of DLC, I could do it without everything after ONS in this game. That's very fair. I think that's very fair. I think this game does fall apart a little bit second half. You hate the rest of the lords. Gwyn's good. Yeah. Seeth's okay, I guess, but he can be a pain. I mean, Bed of Chaos is trash, of course. Who else is there? Four Kings is kind of an interesting gimmick. A lot of the areas I feel like are also a little undercooked overall. Tomb of the Giants, kind of mostly unimpressive with that. Impressive, I think. You know, it's a cool gimmick. Maybe we need light. Dude, thank you for this RNG. Oh dear. Dear, oh dear. Oh man. Start up swing on that. Oh, give me that lunge. Give me the lunge, or give me the. Give me the lunge, or give me the that swing, that long swing. Whoop. Hello? Maybe I was underestimating my reach there. It's just hitting the edge, though. So depending on where I end up after the roll, it will determine. You want to take your turn? Yeah, see, not necessarily. Oop. Wait like a half second before I go. Ugh. Ugh, get like a half second before I can swing there. Can't cue the attack on that. Oh, interesting. That's a weird spot to be for that. Just on the very edge of it. The very end of the weapon. Gah. Whoops, what the heck? I rolled when I didn't mean to. Ah, this is gonna be almost a perfect run. Woo! I thought I'd go for the extra hit there. I was agreed. I was a little bit agreed. Okay. Your little jumping jacks there. There you go, that's clean. Come on. Go a little further out. Woo! That was close. Frame perfect there. Oh! Still nicked him! Still nicked him. You could go all the way. That's the timing. I got hit twice. And the other, one was green and one was just like me not misspacing it a little bit. The second hit there was me trying to see if I could, I'm gonna, let's see. Do I want to kindle this bonfire? I'll kindle 10. Alright. So, like I said last stream, clipping that, go for it. More for me than you. That's perfectly fine. I will accept that. What the? Oh, what the? Did I not pop two? Or am I just blind? I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. Whatever. I killed him twice probably. It doesn't matter. I have plenty of humanity. Alright. Let's see here. Calamite? Is there anything in Calamite's arena that I will actually pick up and then ruin my chances of beating him? Flip machine broke! Come on, Twitch. Throw a guy a bone. Here. Okay, I think I can either go down to Manus. Or... Is Kiar in here? Usually he's right around here. See? I think I've forgotten which way is Calamite. It appears so. It's down here, I think. On this side? Manus catalyst, Manus catalyst. Doggo's here. Boy, is it, my man? Blunk? That crunchy sound. Dogs? every From Software Soul game has doggos that are super annoying. Yeah, spooky dragon. Woo! Get our homeward bone ready. Actually, look at his items first. Actually, neither, because he's gonna come in and Cappadine almost made me rage quit first time through this game. Oh man, the two dogs in his room. Like, forget about Capra. It's all about about those dogs. What the? Oh, what the? Don't invade me. Is that Giant Dad? No, that's just a Giant Dad armor. The giant head. Woo! Unupgraded man, go! Backstab, nope. Nice roll. Nice roll on my end. Nice roll on whose end? Oh. Woo! That damage. Like, whoop. There you go. Dark Souls 1 PvP in a nutshell. TS1 plus. Plus. Yeah, I prefer. I say it phonetically. Plus. No, we need the crest key. That's right. We can't do this yet. All right. Right on, Greg. See you soon. All right. So I see that. That's a soul item, I think. Yep. Please. Oh my gosh, that damage. I can get sniped right here. No? Almost. Oh, you got bored of me now? So fickle, these monsters. I'm warning you. You've been warned. I'm backing off now. Oh, nice. Oop! One hit the stagger? Oh. Very good. I'm sorry. Thank you. Whoops, 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 whoops! Help me. I'm dying. Alright, I don't think... Well, there should be any, like, mishaps. Item-wise. From here? Let's see my souls from here. Hey, Ma! There's a strange cat out there! There's a really weird-looking cat! Oh. Cut. How dare you? How dare you again? You don't have to tell me every time, game. The screen goes gray and I run out of HP, you know. Tell you. You don't think I know I died? How dare. Gene! Gene! Good day to you. Hope you are well, friend. Oh! Whoop. That's speedrun strats right there. How's the run going? Pretty good. Pretty good. A little more deaths than I'm used to. But again, I'm not especially good at Dark Souls 1. Dark Souls 2 and 3 are more my my slam jam. But can you just get over here? How dare you? Just don't get it. I was gonna go in there. He knew. He knew he was. I was. Oh, that's some like next level AI right there. They're learning. The computers are learning. Baited. Jebaited. I mean, sheesh. I'm only fighting them because I figured it'd be easier than running past them. Maybe not. You didn't die? No counter damage, probably. Who knows? I'm gonna get shot by this. Oh! Okay, good. Oh, that's hilarious, huh? Well, so long. You failed. That's pretty funny, huh? Ouch! There's a guy to my right. I don't know. He's gonna come behind me and shoot and get me, bloop! And then bloop! Nope! Get this item! Rubbish! Rubbish! Wait, it is. What do you even do? You guys just. What do you guys do? When I'm not around, to get slaps by your arm legs, your long arms. What do these guys do? What are these guys doing? They're just standing there. Nothing better to do but just wait for a fella to run by. Nope. What? Look at that! Don't even know to not fall off ledges. All right. Well, we got the rubbish, so we can move on to just running past those guys again. Yeah! Oh dear! Oh blah blah yeah! Oh! They're telling each other funny jokes apparently. Okay, here's the plan. We're totally gonna prank Steve. I'm gonna have him run across the bridge, and then when he gets close enough, I'm gonna shoot him with dark magic. He won't even know what hit him. Oh. Yeah, you didn't see that coming. That guy falls off pretty reliably. Oh, Oklahoma, where the wind blows sweeping down the plain. You see, you gotta make sure that you're following down. When you begin the swing, you're following the right path there, because you'll move forward off the ledge. 50k souls. Who needs 50k souls at this point anyway? Who even needs that, really? Because a TNL is like, what the? You didn't die? A TNL is like 80 or 90k, so it'll probably be us for the rest of the game. Oh man, I wish I didn't have a dish. Okay. Please. Oh. We're good. Tuck you into the right side. Right doorway here. I know the way. I will show you the way. It's right. It's this way. There you go. Excuse me. Whoop. Oh. Oops. Didn't mean to kick you. Sorry, friend. go ahead and swing him a rinky dinky do. Huh. And Press key, hooray. Alright. And we're basically I said though. Ah, it's the wrong way! Oh! Oh no! Oh no! Is he out here? Is the other fella out here? I think he fell. Whoop. Yeah. I have to go this way. From here. Oops. I mean, I didn't have to do that. Done. Ta-da! I did kindle twice. Okay. So from here, we just gotta run through that little short, a tiny gauntlet of those two sorcerer, Ulasteel sorcerer, bloated head ladies, and straight forward here. Usually duck to the left here to dodge initial volley. So it fell out to the left. I forgot they could do that. Still getting poisoned. You know, I like that death emote. It's very soothing. It has a nice nice color palette. He died. It's okay. Here's some very gentle greens and reds. Oh. Family friendly. Yeah, rainbow is just like spewing out of a wound. Much nicer. Oh! Who did it? Was it you? Dark bead. I'm not even doing. You don't have to do any of this for the run. All this is optional. We can just move on right down to the final boss. But what the heck? We only been streaming for like an hour, 10 minutes. We can keep going. We can see if we can do the rest of this. I think we can beat all the bosses with this stipulation in place. We didn't think Twitch would let me color it red, so I did the thing anime does when they censor puke and just made it rainbow. I definitely got that sentiment from it, so. And a very nice choice. Nice touch of with the sparkles as well. Okay, maybe we should duck to the right. Because usually ducking to the left is what I do, but what the heck? So now it's just gonna, you're just gonna let me do this now? Nope. My cheat engine table is not open, so I can't check how many deaths I have. Yeah, I think they like me? But hang on, look at this face. Isn't this a lovable face? Come on. Please, just don't. Can you just not? Can you just not? Oh, this run is so notorious. They're running through that little gauntlet. Yeah, they're just blind, yeah. They're blind to true beauty. That'll happen when you turn hollow. Try sorcery. Well, I guess I'll try fighting them. Well, now we have to go over there because I saw an item around the corner. I actually forgot there was an item there. Maybe say please? But what if I say please and in their language that means something very offensive? Right? What about, like, what if in Horrible Monster Man-ese it means something, ugh! Oof. Oh no, what did he drop? He didn't drop a weapon or anything, surely. Hey, don't knock him off a ledge. Oh yeah, that'd be bad. Oh, good. If you buy it now, you will get it will be cursed. That's bad. But it comes with a free Frogurt. That's good. The Frogurt is also cursed. That's bad. What happens if you let the item falls off a ledge? Usually whenever I fail to do like the stipulations of the run, I usually just like we'll reset back to the last bonfire, so it'll count as like a death. I'll just kill myself or yeah, restart at the last checkpoint. Can you just come here? They're not going to because these are mages. What are they going to come over here for? Don't back up. Dude, I can't loot the item, and so... Oh, wait. Speaking of item. Can't loot the item, so therefore I would be breaking the rules. Oh, good. Okay. Ah, he's going to try and poison me. Get out of here. Poison cloud. Oh! Wasn't there a third one? Where'd he go? And so it begins my trek backward as I saw that item up on the ledge there, on the stairs. There are some items though that are fixed, so you know if you kill an NPC and knock him off a ledge, the item will be lost down the hole. But if you reload the zone, if it's an NPC or some kind of other enemy like that, the item will actually be where they were standing. But when it comes to enemies like this, not as much. Let's see. How the heck? Through here? Oh, one hit wonder. Oop. Dark Fog, which is the poison spell that I think it's the poison spell that you're just casting down there. Hello? Yeah, there's a person up top, the sorceress. Well, I'm a little hesitant about walking out there, fight them. Oops. Swing, swing. Yeah, try to jump back and get hit with the thing. Oh, goodness! Oh! She fell off the ledge that she was on. It's all of a hero. No. Okay. Back to it. Oof. Oh! They're for sure blind. I mean, they have so many eyes, though. How many eyes? Question mark? They look like weird potatoes. Don't poison. Am I gonna get through here? Oh, they're bad at walking. Do it while she's laughing. Oh! Think she's so funny? Well, now is death funny to you? Laugh again. Oh! All right. Now this seems like a boss room, right? Very large chamber for a boss. Not so, actually. For some reason, and again, this is a very Dark Souls thing to do. This enemy here, regular enemy, and it's the only one in the game. So, bye. Like, the enemy, they took the time to make that enemy, right? And they just used it once and never anywhere else. That's strange. Woo-wee. See? That's what you get, right? Those who lie in wait in ambush dig only a pit for themselves. He who rolls a stone will have the stone roll over on top of it, on top of them. And whoop, back up it goes. Let's try that again. This time we know to make them laugh, because it's so funny when you murder people. Oof. 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 Okay, Scorp's like, oh, help me. Oh. Oh boy. Not looking good. Oof. But it was. It's good. Go. Alright. Get. Go, go, go. Don't do that. What are you on about? Oh, did you double cast Dark Fog? Don't dark bead. Use dark orb. Come on. Wait, what are you aiming? Where are you aiming at? I missed. Oh! Did not move as forward as much as I thought I would. I would. Oh, did I hear someone fall? Try this, the speedrun strat again. Oh, wrong way. Maybe I should keep running. I would have done it. I wonder if... Do I have an alluring skull? I do not. If I had an alluring skull, I could use that to distract them. They, it's an item you throw somewhere, and it makes all the enemies attracted to attack that spot where you threw it. I do not have any. I'm not sure where you would even loot that. Because usually you don't worry about it. Oh. This time, though. There it goes. Send it back up, save a little bit of time. Definitely had Dark Souls. Thing you can definitely do to save time in Dark Souls. Whoop. Most people fall down that pit as well. Very common when they're running through here. Let me move over a little bit so you can see my Estus. Not that it really matters right now, but so, after this run, I kind of want to do another Dark Souls 3 run, but I did say I would do Darkest Dungeon. And Octo, the guy who suggested it, the game, that I couldn't use any mods, which I'm like, sad face. I'm not a huge fan of permadeath, and that's kind of how that game works. Is you constantly go in there and you go into a dungeon and you're just kind of getting by. I haven't played Darkest Dungeon yet. It seems too hard. Yeah, it does seem pretty difficult. And I don't know. I don't understand like the idea of like permadeath, but also there's a lot of RNG in the game. I guess if I don't know. I never really been a fan of it myself. I've played Mistover a bit, which is kind of like anime Darkest Dungeon. Is it really? I never heard of it. That sounds pretty neat. I do like the anime art style. Depending on the style, I guess. But, you know, we'll see how it goes. Where are you going? Here, right here, yeah. But I know it's only on Switch. Oh, it's Switch exclusive, really. You know, I guess I just prefer to just keep trying at something rather than just dying and then it being like, losing a character like that. And like that can happen, so I've heard, in Darkest Dungeon, where you can just, you know, roll badly and you lose one of your. It's on Steam. Oh, okay. You know, you can just get our bad RNG and then that's it. But it's like kind of dumb because you didn't have any control over it, right? Like I don't like my characters being so disposable. Because RNG is kind of lame. Yeah, exactly. And it's a permanent thing too. Like, you know, you can die or whatever and restart. And then someone might say, well, you know what? The good thing about, you know, permadeath for characters is like it's like stakes, right? High stakes. But to me, it's like it's like it's like a punishment for not doing well. And it's like, do you really need that? I feel like the punishment for not succeeding is just that you didn't do the thing that you were like planning on doing. Like you failed to do that thing. Like, why do you need like an additional punishment like on top of failing? Like, you know, you lose a party member or they go crazy or something like that. Doesn't really add anything to the game. Not to me, at least. Some people really want to like be highly punished when they die. But I don't really get it myself. I was hoping I would be out of range of that. Oh, it's message on the ground there. Cause that's enough. I mean, I get that, you know, failing is a bad thing, and so there should be a punishment for that. But punishment is enough should just be failing to succeed in what you're doing. Like, even though I used to play Final Fantasy 11 and used to D-level, right? That's not something I would want in future games. I really don't remember how speedrunners do this part. I mean, I guess they don't really do it, do they? Unless they do all bosses. Yeah, that was the worst part of that game. Yeah, there was a lot of that. Lots of love also, though. Why did you roll forward? I pushed back. Yeah, I mean, that was the worst part of the game, I'd say, overall. But there's still, like, some really old school game design things that that would not fly these days. Like, no, like, you call it finder, party finder. Couldn't live with himself after he killed that guy for like the 50th time. Yeah, no, I mean, it was one of those things where at the time it made sense to have no party finder, where it was like, well, it's a game where it's like the wild, it's like the Wild West, right? You gotta just like find your way through the game, you know. And it was that a little bit like Dark Souls, where it's like you either as a community figure it out and put it, figure it out together, or you're gonna have a really bad time. So it's a lot of those old school elements, those esoteric things, can be good for a community, good for community building, right? So the game kind of becomes like this community project, you know. The same thing with the lore in Dark Souls, right? No one gets what the lore is at first playthrough. You put it together for all the scraps of information you find on items and stuff. I didn't play Odyssey 11 too long though. Grinded them to 30 to 31 one night and then died in delegables, so I just gave up. Wait, I got the 30, so like you were, if I can remember now, it's been years. You were like in the jungles probably. So did you grind, like, did you get the airship pass and go to Kazam, or did you just like grind like in the dunes or something? Yeah, Yatunga jungles, or however it's spelled. Yeah, nice. I think it's probably spelled pretty good. Yeah, like the Mandragora and all that. Man, and even like, think about like, again, Wild West, right? Even if you had the map for Yatunga jungles, it was like half finished, and you're trying to read it while you're trying to get around in that place, and it's. They were very like, the design philosophy of that game was like, we're gonna make a game that feels like you're actually on an adventure, and you don't, the game world isn't designed, it doesn't have you in mind, kind of thing, you know. Like, yeah, the shops, like, if you want to craft and you want to go, you want to go to the cloth crafters, and you need like fire thread from the cloth crafters, but it's Water's Day, it's closed, the shop's closed, and you go there, you go all the way over there, and you're just like, shop is closed today, come back tomorrow. And it's like, okay, I guess I'm not doing that today then. It's like, so, it's crazy. Go on. And you're in the Utunga jungles, and you're like, okay, I gotta figure out where all my party members are. You're reading this map that you can only half understand. Man, recovery on that is so long. Okay, good. Will you stop? That was close. Okay. This should be good now. At least they get one shot, yeah. At least they're mages, so at least they're mages. There we go. That's all we had to do. That's all we had to do, just get through that. Okay, gonna kindle here. You get 5 humanity anyway for killing Manus. Humanity. Now that we have our humanity restored, we can kindle this bonfire, which increases the amount of Estus you get when you rest at that bonfire. So now we have 15. Yeah, there it is, right there. Right there. Once more. Maximum of 20. Okay. Chasm of the Abyss. Chasm. Okay, bye. Oof. I did not mean to. Out of the way. Let me get there. Uh-oh. Oh, I fell into the humanity sprites. Oh. Shoot me. Okay. Okay, so this is sort of the final, one of the final bosses of the DLC. Alright, similar thing here, where you have to kind of go mid-range with Manus. Ugh. Okay. You can do the staff slam. You can get like a hit there and back off. Is it totally not creepy? Yeah. I'm gonna die right here. No. It's a 5-hit attack every time. As soon as you see him roar, you can see him do, like, he can do that. The one little sort of trick here that helps is to unlock. you know, when you see this, that's the hand slam or the staff slam with both hands. You have to unlock and then turn, because in Dark Souls 3 you can't. I mean, Dark Souls 1 you can't like easily turn your character to like turn his body while also being locked on. So you have to unlock and then turn and hit. Yes, this is sort of like this is sort of like end game area. So our damage is actually not too bad considering we're like this is sort of an end game area. Whoops. Ah, get off, get out, get out. Oh, I thought I was not where I thought the shape of that. Okay, it's just across here. This might get me in the back here. What the? That never happens. Glad I have a nice, fast PC to play this on. Those loading screens do not take much time at all. Just rained. No, I mean, there was dark fog around, so must have left some condensation on there. I think I'm safe. There's actually a cheese here where you can shoot Manus just with arrows from here. You can, if you can't really hit him if you scope in to the bow, but if you free aim in the right spot, you can like shoot him with arrows until he dies. Which is a very cheesy way to do it, but I like me some cheese. Oof, we'll get up against the wall here. Oh, what the? Need to wait a little bit longer on that. Dun, 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 dun. This is good inspiration for D&D bosses. Yeah. Father of the Abyss. He's, let's see, my Dark Souls lore is a little lacking. But something like he is one of the key holders of the Dark Soul. Oops, hello. I think for a while, if you go at the beginning of the game story, you see like a brief overview of like the bosses, all the Lord Soul bosses, and so some people argued that Manus was like the furtive pygmy, and which is like one of the fellas that Gwyn gave the Lord Soul to. He like split up into pieces and then gave him to each gave a piece to each of his like trusted allies and stuff. And the furtive pygmy is supposed to be Manus, but like all powered up from evil or something. He's a cool looking guy. You got into phase 2 where he shows off his actual magic abilities. Okay, got hit there. Yeah, good. Getting some good RNG here. So the reason, yeah, this is why you wanna go mid, because his attacks are a lot more easy to punish once they come out when you're at mid range from him. He has some other attacks that he'll do when you're far away, when you're close range. I kicked him by accident. But it's best to not mess with his close range attacks, because they're just kind of like, he's like a whirling dervish if you get close to him, so it's just better just to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, staff slam. Ugh. So there's a quick little roar there, 5 hit combo. Imagine how, oh, here we go. Oof, oof, oof. Twice in a row? It's weird. Yeah, so he's in phase 2 now, so now he has magic abilities. You just saw 2 of the 3 that he can cast. Mistimed it. So he's got that cone blast. He's got the one where he puts the staff in the air, and the one where he slams the ground with the staff. The interesting thing about the one with the staff slam down is the attack actually comes, the radius of it is interesting. It actually comes from the outside and comes in. So the way you actually dodge that attack is you run toward him, as you just saw me do. And then I missed the timing on that cone, because you actually should need to delay a little bit. So you might think that you need to roll as soon as you see his arm kind of like extend out when he casts the spell. You actually need to wait until the actual orbs kind of reach you first. Slight little tweak in strategy there. That was good though. Yeah, it's pretty clever, right? It's like he gives you a second to, like, as soon as you see him start pulling out, so like as soon as you see him staff slam the ground, you know he's trying to like get that big like guillotine kind of attack going. And if you don't get close to him, he'll do a chunk of damage. It's a clever what's the word, like shape for the attack to have, I think. Alright, that's pretty good. Imagine how much if we're doing good damage. I mean, our damage every damage is okay. It's just like he's like the final boss of the DLC. He's designed to have a lot of health. He's got his catalyst. You can actually acquire his catalyst, and one of the most powerful builds in the game is that staff, the Manus Catalyst, combined with a spell called Dark Bead and like a high amount of intelligence. You can just tear through bosses with it. Of course, it's quite an investment. You have to defeat Manus to get his catalyst. So once you do if you do have it, the scaling on it is very good. I'm not sure what else you can get from his soul. That's how bosses work. In case anyone watching doesn't know, bosses drop souls, and then it's like drop like a soul of that boss, and you can use it to make boss weapons and stuff, or spells. Sometimes it's spells. I like to kill that sorceress because she can snipe you while you're running down this column. I think we'll keep trying for some of these optional bosses for about another hour and 10 minutes, probably until 11, and then we'll go for just for Gwen. That roll there, okay. Okay. How many hits is this to kill him, you think? 25, 30? 25 seems a bit much. Go for the drink. $309. You notice how instead of attacking, I went for the heal, right? That's kind of like how I use my turn. That was a bad roll, but okay. One, two, three, 4, 5. Ah! Just think of hitting there sometimes. Off against the wall there. That attack will usually unlock you. Nope. Pretty consistent. See, I couldn't re-lock on because of sometimes the way the lock on works in this game. If you can't see the boss, you can't lock on. So the camera that stone was in the way, so I wouldn't lock back onto him. Like if the camera, if your screen can't see the boss, even though your character can, it doesn't count, right? So. and Mast is the other, probably of the. I think Mast might be the only other boss I lock on to. Maybe Gwen. What the? Does a backstab? Okay. Yeah, I think I lock on to Gwen as well. So maybe that's 4 bosses I lock on with. Lock on 2. That's pretty lame. Yeah. Usually it's not a big deal. It just is sometimes in those clutch moments where like you really need to lock on right now or need to yeah. That was a risky thing there, to get staggered and then go for the heal. The rolling attack, it seems to work pretty well for this fight. 309 on a rolling attack. Okay. Diva still works there. Against the wall again. That was an awful roll, but he was out of range, so I was out of range. So I misread that, and I thought that was a different attack. Can you give me a staff slam? Nice. Keep making distance. I always stay in mid-range or so. Corner for that one. I was not ready for that. Yeah, this fight's okay to not have omnidirectional rolling because you only ever need to move in 4 directions. Another bad roll. Maybe get into phase 2 and like another hit or 2. Oh no, here he goes. I misread that entirely. Spot right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and staff slam. 5. You get 2 hits there actually, because he will always he'll always like roar after he's done that attack, so you can get 2 hits. Oop, unless he tries to back off. Oop. Oops. Stretchy arm. On the left. Staff in the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Manus. Alright, we're down to the. The way you can tell is when he goes for the that cone is well, the 3 spells you can tell based on where he's putting his staff. So the burst is always from the he puts his staff down to his left side and then come in kind of moves it forward. The that sort of circle AoE and then coming in, that one is I think he puts his staff in. He stabs in the air and slams, right? And then the dark rain one is when he just puts his staff up in the air. You can also see there's in the sky there's a bit of an effect as well. I mean, we got this. We just have to. Just have to do it. It's all the execution now. Ah, took damage. Make sure I delay. Gotta watch that staff and the staff movement, man. It killed me last time. Completely. I don't know why I thought that was going to be anything else but that. There's a little tell for roll on that attack when his head kind of bobs. That's the tell I use at least. Nice. Oof. Bad spot now. That, yeah, good. Lock on. So unlocks you there. That is some bad RNG there. Like, to be up that close, I have to get around him, and he starts that attack. That 5-hit combo is just like just damage hitboxes all over, pretty much all over. So. Well, at least this run is pretty clean at this point. Saw item up there. Where it is. Which... go. Humanity. Okay, good. Was that a cat? Oh, I guess I should. Like, I don't know. With no context, you're like, what the heck? Yes, that was Alvina the cat. She's there because she actually wants you to save an NPC that's further down in the chasm of the abyss, and she leads you to it to an invisible wall, or not an invisible wall, a fake wall. If you like, you can just walk through it, and when you do, there's an NPC in there. Sif the wolf is there as a puppy, and he's surrounded by humanity sprites, and if you defeat them all, you officially rescue Sif, and he thanks you, and he gives you the Great Shield's cleansing Great Shield, which is the Great Shield that Artorias used to wield, I believe. And there's actually a cutscene that, you know how like if you were here for it, when we fought Sif, there was a cutscene where you have to defeat him in order to get their Covenant of Artorias, which you need in order to defeat the four kings. And you know, you go to the grave there, and he's there guarding it. But if you go to the DLC first before you meet Sif in the main game, you go to the DLC first and you save Sif, the cutscene's different, where he knows it's you, but he smells you and he knows that it's you, and he gets all sad. But then he's just kind of like reluctant, and it's just kind of like, all right, it's time to fight, because like he still has to fight you, because he has to protect the Covenant of Artorias, but he feels bad about it this time. Whereas in this playthrough, he didn't know who we were, so he was just like, rawr. Yeah, it's kind of a cool little detail that they thought about. That was put in the game like post launch, right? Because it was in the DLC. I like it when games do things like that. Yeah, wasn't necessary, but cool detail. Get out of here. Tons of neat stuff like that in these games. And in Bloodborne, how far you are in the game changes changes the time, sort of thing. So when you start the game, it's dusk, and the further you get in the game, it goes through like the cycle of night, so that by the time you beat the final boss, it's dawn, right? So visually, bosses can look a little different depending on when you fight them, because you just, you know, if it's night when you fight them, then it looks a lot different than it might otherwise, than how you normally would fight them, or when you fight them normally. Persona 5 didn't really do anything like that with the confidants, but which is a little bit annoying. Yeah, like little detail like where they know you, or they recognize that what you've been up to and stuff. Woo! they kind of recognize the changes that you're been making in their world, how you've been assisting them. Which is kind of funny for Persona 5 because I feel like that's very much. I feel like that would be very in line with Persona 5's sort of way of doing things. Option to date a teammate if you get them to rank 9, but they basically ignore that fact in cutscenes. Yeah, it would be nice to have like a little nod, just like a line of dialogue. Or even that would be nice, a nice thing. Could have dodged to the right there and gotten another hit. Cleave on this weapon is pretty good. What am I doing with that attack? Yeah, it's long enough to reach even from that. That's pretty good. No, you can't roll and attack that. You have to actually do the. It's just a bad roll. What that was. And now I'm up against this wall. Now I'm dead. Feels like, you know, if a character makes a comment about you as a player, then it's kind of seems like your choices mattered kind of thing. And that's really what you want to achieve. I feel like in an RPG is, you know, whether your focus is more on builds, or you know, like Dark Souls is, or whether it focuses more on characters, which maybe Persona 5 is. Either way, like those are all parts of what RPG is. RPG is about like you making choices and then those choices mattering. You know. Yeah, or some kind of reaction, but there's nothing. But it's not really a super important aspect of the game, so it makes sense. And they didn't put resources into it. Really, I thought characters were like super important in Persona games. Blink. Well, being in a relationship with another character isn't all that important. Really, I really thought I heard those were very like character focused games. Should have healed there. More important. What's more important is friendship. On staff slam is good. Yeah, because it's like part dating sim, or not dating sim, it's part life sim kind of thing. Like you go to class and stuff. It's kind of like has that dating sim aspect to it. That's what you do. That's what you do in a lot of dating sims. On to the right there. I feel there's like no noise from me poking him. There are cutscenes near the end. Oof. each confidant you get to 10. Oof, that was a bad roll. But there really aren't any nods to characters you're dating except on Valentine's Day. Huh. What? How did that miss? Okay, 2 hits there. Could have gone to the right there. Got a hit there. Oh, misread that one. Yeah, I misread it. Misread it again. At least from what I can remember. Yeah, like I think in Chrono Cross, even though there's no like relationship sort of counter per se, there's this really cool like algorithm they put into the game, because there's like 40 characters in that game. What they decided to do was like, in addition to giving all the characters different dialogue, like at the end, at the final boss, every character that you have with you has like a line of dialogue, you know. And since you only have a maximum of 3 party members per, you know, maximum of 3 party members, and 40 party member potentials, they give everyone like a line of dialogue or 2 at the final boss. And then they put in an algorithm where characters will have different sort of vocal mannerisms, whether it's like an accent or a lisp or something, and those 2 things combined made for like a nice little nod. The fact that you're using those characters and they're aware that they're there, they're seeing the final boss's true form and stuff. I think it's a pretty cool detail. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Can't seem to read that attack very well. Hey, Wachula. Bitch just kicked me off my stream and I decided I was hosting you now. Oh. Let me just quit in the middle of the stream. What? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Hey, Princess Leah. How are you doing? I'm well. Hopefully your stream comes back into working order. Oh, still got him. Nice. Yeah, really, that does suck. I've had some really annoying. Just wrapping it up anyway. Okay, well that's cool. That's good. Ever had that before though? Yeah, I've had some like, you know, framey issues. Like if it. Oh, I still got him. Nice. Like if my internet's bad and like it just stays bad for no reason. That's really frustrating. There we go. Oh, I forgot. There's a follow-up on that. Ah, shoot. Is there a follow-up on that in phase 2? I completely forgot about it. Well, what are you up to? I mean, what are you up to now? What are you playing? Just wrapping up for the night, I guess? Hosting. And then, getting ready for tomorrow. What? I took fall damage there? Ow. I definitely have had internet problems before where like everything seems fine and then all of a sudden just the internet just does not want to behave itself. What are you even over there for? You know, Caltrop. I barely moved anywhere. Finished Mania tonight. Had a real Shark Souls fight against a giant whale. Man, Mania is one of those kinds of games. I've seen a few people playing it. It seems very. It seems like kind of a meme game. Like it gets. You know how there's just certain games that people play, and it's like the novelty of it is what kind of keeps people's attention, and what causes people to stream it. It's just so weird and quirky. How long was the playthrough of Maneater? I hear it's a cathartic game. It's just like you're a shark and you just eat people and fish and stuff. It's pretty silly, but I like it. Nice showing from the developers. Love to see them take some of their good ideas and polish them up. Are they like a what's the word? Indie dev? Game is about 10 to 15 hours. Right. Yeah, you don't stream like too long. Your sessions are pretty short, right? 2 hours or so. Whenever you play a game. But it took a couple of. I say pretty short. It's all relative, I suppose. Roar. Come on, do a thing. You shoot for 2 hours? Yeah. But it seems like. Got hit there. No sound effect at all when I hit him. Roll there. Oof. All right. To it. Poke. Back off. That's the attack he does maybe if you're too close to him. But those are the same ones that made Killing Floor 2 and Chivalry 2. Interesting. I don't know if I call them indie, but definitely not AAA. Right, yeah. Killing Floor 2, yeah, I've heard of that game. They got some popularity for a while. Chivalry as well, or I'm thinking Mountain Blade as well. Close rolls here. Oof, couldn't get the double. Okay. Half health. Go straight right while going mid. Oh, I misread it again. Let's see. If after this, assuming we don't just die forever, let's see. We have this fight. We can try Calamite for a bit. Although I don't know if I want to actually beat Calamite because then we'll get the Ring of Calamity, and that will not be good. Any other bosses I have not beaten yet? Gwendolyn. I beat Gwendolyn. It would be inconvenient to lose that bonfire, but I guess it wouldn't be too bad. Okay, yeah. Really clean pokes there. We got slam down. That's good. I think we'll come up with that. Unlocks me. I just unlock it again. Or relock. Nice. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so it's not just a phase 1 thing or phase 2 thing. It's like just something he does if you're in front of him. Only sometimes though? Woo! Oof. A double slap. Okay. That's weird that he didn't decide to do that. Okay. Do the. I should be getting all these hits right here. I'm a little nervous about that, but that's the follow-up staff slam now. Okay. There it is. What are you doing with that? Yeah, so it looks like if you're close to him, if you get close to his front when he does that, then he'll follow up. Do those staff slams, man. That's the way. This is such a bad spot for him to do that. Like he's right up against the wall. I need to go right. I'm gonna die right here. Oh, did not die. It's close though. Oh, I did not get hit by all of them though. The tail swipe. Good. Okay, we're at the F. Did you not move over here? Okay. Press F to pay respects to Manus because he's going down now this time. Oh, it's the wrong one. Misread that. Maybe 2 more hits. GG. And humanity. Also, this is really bad advice. Weakness rear, and that's a troll. All right, Calamite next then. There you go. So that was with an unupgraded weapon. Minimum. The reason why again I have minimum stats in HP. And this is the wrong place. So unupgraded weapon. Let's see how much damage we do to Calamite. First thing we have to do, I mean, if you never get hit, you don't need to boost HP, right? Just don't get hit, forehead. Makes sense to me. Use the crest key we got from that mimic in the township. Talk to Goff. Now we have to do this. So even though he's an NPC, he's a merchant.
Must be the one.
Get good.
That old friend
yes, I free Artorias by killing him.
He left this world with honor intact.
Well, he was a monster by the time we got to him.
Retired and blind. Of little help to thee, I'm afraid.
Hey, Calamite's being annoying.
Dragons, thou will understand. At thy twilight, old thoughts return.
Old thoughts return.
Great waves of
Nostalgia.
Farewell. Tomorrow is the black dragon posing the duress.
This is a pretty cool part of the game. Yes, he is.
Yes, I thought as much. He's called Calamite. Ferocious dragon indeed, even mighty Analonda dared not provoke his ire. I see little good coming from this, but thy intent is to persevere to the bitter end.
Yes.
Good, good. What is bravery without a dash of recklessness? I've taken a liking to thee,
You can log into
and I owe
the.
thee much for thy service to Artorias. Now, watch and see how Goth hunts dragons.
Goff. One of them, the Four Knights of Gwyn. They were the. Artorias was one, and then Ornstein, Goff, and Kiaran. And Bella's just carving very good statues here. But this is a cool cutscene because like he's blind, so he's like feeling around for the bow. Let's see. Black Dragon's causing you problems, right? So we used to get you have to talk to this guy in order to get Academy to be grounded. Like. Just like blind swordsman. So it's one of those sort of tropes where, you know, Calamity is busted powerful.
Yes. The truest shot was never loosed. That bat will be grounded for a good spell. The rest is in thine hands. I await good tidings.
Dragon slaying. Knighthood's highest calling. You get that bow, yes. It's not, it's a little smaller than that, but it's a great bow. So, it's a bow you actually have to like anchor in the ground and then like pull it back and then shoot. And, powerful arrows. It requires great arrows to use with that bow. And, they knock enemies really a good distance back when they get hit by them as well. It's a little unwieldy to use though, because you have to anchor the bow into the ground first and then like pull it back. So very slow to use. Yeah, it's used quite strategically. That's Goff, expert bowsman, and then yeah, there's Kiaran, and she's sad because Artorias is dead, and here's his grave. You talk to her, she asks you for his soul. And you can either give it to her or not. If you give it to her, nothing happens really. Like you don't get anything. You get like more dialogue. But if you kill her, she drops her armor set and her weapons, which are very cool. One's like they're kind of designed to inflict lots of stats effects. So one inflicts bleed, and the other one inflicts toxic, and you can you dual wield them. And you kind of like. It's this way. Wait, no, it's this way. Down here. So it's that trope where it's like, man, this enemy is so powerful. What should we do? And like you have to go on a trek or get some kind of power to become to get to the point where the enemy becomes fightable, right? So Calamity is super strong, but now he's got an arrow in him, a great arrow in him. Now he's like he's fightable now. Kind of like the Dancer Swords. Yeah, kind of. Only it's for stats effects rather than elemental effects. All right, let's see what we can do here. As you know, the Dancer Swords are physical. They're physical damage and also fire and dark damage. So there's 3 different damage types. So, whereas Kiaran's tracers, the silver tracer and the gold tracer and the silver tracer. The weapons they have multiple damage types. so Blackjack and Calamine. So let's get all these items. We might just die here, getting all this stuff. Nothing to worry about here, though. Just some soul items. Brave warrior souls. Look at the item, man. There's a few dual blades of the Monster Hunter that do fire and ice. Ah, I see. Yeah, and the different damage types. You know, affect different enemies differently and stuff. What the heck? I didn't mean to go here. Township. May as well kindle this bonfire. Reverse hollowing. Hopefully I don't get invaded on the way to Calamite. Boom. I'm a huge fan of different elements in my games. Having, you know, fire and ice and lightning and earth. I like all that. Give me more elements. Give me all the elements. An RPG is made better by having more elemental elements. IMO. Yeah, I've always liked the idea of a character that dual wields different elemental weapons. Yeah, it's pretty sick. That's awesome. Ever since I was a kid, I've been a fan of elemental weapons and stuff. Can you just, please? Come on. I always have an NPC in my D&D games with Flame Tongue and Frostbrand. Nice! Pretty sick. There is a cool thing in Dark Souls 3, actually, where, if you will a fire and ice weapon in different hands, you know, if you use just the right hand weapon, like let's say your right hand is frost, right? And you can actually use that weapon to inflict the frostbite stats effect on a okay, damage is not bad. Could be worse. And what you could do is actually inflict frostbite, and normally in Dark Souls 3 it takes time for like the frostbite effect to kind of cool down, where you can't do it again until a certain period of time has passed. But if you hit him with a fire weapon, oh shoot, completely misread that. You hit him with a fire weapon immediately after hitting him with the ice weapon. You'll actually reset the frostbite effect, so you can actually inflict frostbite over and over and over again. That's really cool. It's actually quite an interesting build in Dark Souls 3. Okay. Hitboxes, please. You see how far away I was? If I ever want to play DS3 again, I want to do that. Yeah, you can totally do it. And because when you get hit with frostbite, not only do you have slower stamina regeneration for the period of time where you are frostbitten, but you also take a chunk of damage. So the build involved there is hitting the frost weapon, inflicting frostbite, fire weapon, resetting the frostbite effect, then hitting with frost weapon, re-proccing the frost damage, and so super viable. Of course, it depends on the enemy, right? So I don't think like the demon type enemies can be frostbitten because they're like made of fire or something, but they're definitely fire elementals and stuff. So that's why I want to do another DS3 run, because there's so many builds I still haven't done yet, and a viewer gave me an idea for a couple of more runs. There's Adam in Exile, who isn't here right now, but he suggested, right? He said that one of his favorite builds in RPGs in general is like a tactician, or like the warlord type thing, where it's like enemy you kind of buff your allies with different buffs while also being a little bit offensive as well. I definitely watch it. Yeah, well, I'm down for that. I'm always down for another Dark Souls playthrough. Woo! Get 2 hits there with the great sword. That's pretty good. Shouldn't have rolled there. I should have just ran for it. The hitbox on that attack is a little busted, so I'm surprised I didn't get hit by that. Sorry for your ears. I know some people, they get really. I'm gonna die right here. Yeah. They get really. For some reason, like, their ears are very sensitive to that noise that he makes when he does that red attack, that ring sound. Yeah, so that getting hit by that would be very bad. When you get hit by that attack, with that whiny sound attack, he telekinetically lifts you into the air, and he inflicts you with a status effect called Calamity. And Calamity is basically vulnerability. Basically makes it so you take double damage from all sources, and that lasts for, I think, like 30 seconds to a minute, something like that. That'd be super bad. Well, everything would be a one-shot for me at my level with my build. Even though I have a high level, my vitality, my HP is very low. So, can you get me this sign out of here? I'll top off. I'm right in the wing. right in that spot. What the? Oh! Maybe I shouldn't have walked on there. This is totally a D&D encounter. Black dragon in a swamp with what looks like acid breath. It doesn't look like acid breath. The breath is actually a fusion of two elements. It's fire and dark. You can cut off his tail, and if you cut off his tail, you immediately receive the Obsidian Greatsword, and has the same attributes of him. Basically, he has it's a dragon weapon, and it you can push the special attack button to do like a burst around you of like dark and fire. Yeah, that's pretty cool. We've encountered some enemies already that have acid breath, or specifically corrosive breath, which is different from acid breath technically. We're making D&D comparisons. So his fire does a good amount of damage because, you know, even though you might have resistance to fire, but what was equip durability? Yeah, there are some creatures that have corrosive breath it's kind of like the rust monster. It does lower your durability, and so weapons can break and armor can break, in which case their effectiveness is massively lowered, as you would expect. That's good. So that's like the best move he does. Okay. Get 2 hits there if you can swing it. Did not misread that. Dagger, so I missed my opportunity to heal there. Because if I heal now, he'll just attack while I'm healing, in the middle of healing, and then kill me. So double. What's with all the flies? What's with all the flies? Swung right over me. Jeez. Swing and a miss. Oh! Come on, space that out. The hitbox on that attack is so busted. That's why I'm always a little bit nervous about getting too far, him doing that. I don't know about this. Okay, it's alright. Dun, 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 dun. Oof. If you cut off his tail, he can't really hit you with that. Not too may expect. So that was the last boss of the DLC. There's 4 bosses in total that the DLC's added. And this is sort of like the optional hard boss fight. What are you doing? He never does that. It's all coming. Nope, I'm gonna get there. Dead. We'll give it one more try, and then if we lose, we'll just go on Gwen because I want to finish up the run for the night. So, blank shield, 75 physical damage reduction. Might want to go grind for Odysseus, Hate Shield. Dun 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 dun. Start. Dun dun. Okay. Whoop. Oh. What? Oof. Oofus. Oofus. Okay. Oh, got caught on the edge of the arena there. Whoop. Oh, nice. That's 2 hits right here. As far as I know, he doesn't really have a phase 2, so he doesn't gain any new abilities at half health or anything. Yeah, dodged it that time. Oh, I misread that. Oh, didn't misread that one. Oh! Roll it! Nice. Oh. Oh, you let me get away with it. Okay. Woo. Oh. GG, easy. You know you know what our reward is? Our reward is the Calamity Ring. You know what the Calamity Ring does? It gives you the Calamity debuff permanently. Slab. Yeah, so if you like want to do like a Dark Souls challenge run and take double damage from all sources, you can go ahead and put this ring on. That's good. Now what we need to do is we define ourselves 2 rings to replace this ring. Unfortunately, we will lose Havels. You know, it served us very well these last 3 boss fights. And luckily, I think I know where to get some rings here. I think we'll be okay. Because basically got the half your HP ring back. That's right, yeah, I did. Functionally, it's the same thing. Double damage, half HP. Alright, but however, there's a little bit of there's a chest right here. Oh, only one ring in there. I thought. What about the other one? Oh, we got one orange charred ring. We can get rid of. We lost Howls. Now we're mid rolling. I wonder. Weird. I remember Callie being harder than that. And we only died to her like Hem. We died to Hem like 4 or 5 times. We're stuck on Artorias and stuff for a while. Huh, interesting. I thought the cover on Artorias also showed up in that ring, in that chest. Alright, so we need another ring. Another ring. Where is there another ring I can get to get rid of this calamity effect? Let me think. Any ring will do. Think about the layout of the game world. We can go into the catacombs and get a seance ring. That's kind of like it's kind of a little further down there. Is that the only one available to me? Leaf ring. Steel plate ring already used up. Okay, I think I might. I usually am very good at remembering where things are, but I think just this once. Well, I mean, not just this once, but let's see. Let's see. I'm actually gonna Google Dark Souls 1 rings. I used up Chloranthy. I used Havel, Steel Protection. Got Curse Bite ring. Ah, Red Tearstone ring. Red Tearstone ring. That's right. I never got that. Let's go. We're good. We're good. Let's just go this way. I think of the path to least amount of enemies. You gotta love, like the sort of like the ultimate final like optional boss in the game. The reward for him for killing him is just taking double damage. How very dark souls of you, Miyazaki. Congratulations, you've beaten like the ultimate challenge of this game. Here's the double damage. Oh. This would be the witch's set over here, I'm pretty sure. This only appears here after you're having beaten the 4 kings. Yep. And the catalyst. Now you definitely don't have a shield now. And witch's set. We're still mid-rolling. Black iron set we can still go and get for tank. Ah, the undead dragon's still alive. I forgot. Hey there, fella. I gotta get past here. Excuse me. Nice. Just to get past a couple of these drakes. We're good. Alternatively, I could have gone from Undead Parish into the Darkroot Forest, which would have taken me to here. Please don't, drakes. Oh! Oh my god! Ah! Oh! I was getting pushed around by his wings. Spider shield and brigand stuff. Brigand set and spider shield. Yeah, I mean armor doesn't matter right now because I get one shot by everything. Brigand stuff. Brigand hood. Oops. Brigand gauntlets. Brigand trousers. There you go. Let's go back to Undead Parish, and we'll go from that way. What we need to get is this ring. We need to get this ring. We need to get a shield. Good shield. This way. Shield that can parry. For Gwen. This has been a pretty cool run. Like, how crazy is it that Dark Souls is a game where it can be beaten with unupgraded weapons and never having to visit a merchant ever? I think that's pretty neat. Kind of like soul level 1 runs. You know, you can beat Dark Souls 1, or Dark Souls in general, all the Souls games, without leveling once. And there are weapons in the game that are actually really good for that. It's like they thought of everything. Not really, but it feels that way sometimes. I think Dark Souls 2 and 3 do that even better, where they thought of everything. Whoop. 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 He's parrying. Oh, he means the Black Knight. Stuff here. Magic just 40 or 39, 40. Hmm. You know what I'm surprised they haven't done yet in the Souls games? You go down an elevator and the elevator gets stuck halfway. Because elevators are such a common thing in the Souls games. To have a oh wait, my Spire Shield, I forgot. Have the kind of thing happen where you're trying to go down the elevator like you usually do, and all of a sudden, boom, you're trapped in the elevator halfway through. Hooray! I saw that item. Red tearstone ring. Perfect. Get out of here, dumb ring. How's the spire shield? 100 physical, 72 fire. Does it parry? Probably. Yeah. All right, let's try this. Let's go like this. Yeah, I'll use it. Homeward. Let's use it. Go homeward. Here we can go to Firelight Shrine. Go 5k each. And we've beaten all the bosses except Gwendolyn. And Gwendolyn wouldn't be that hard, really, I don't think. So a few souls as well, yeah. Soul of a hero. We're gonna level vitality. What the? Okay. Home stretch now. Offer souls to the Lord Vessel. You got all 4 Lord souls. Stick them all in the bowl. The door opens. There you go. Last area. Gonna avoid trying to fight things here. A cool looking place. I love the framing when you first come in this zone. I'm not gonna avoid. I'm gonna avoid fighting things because I don't want. I think this weapon's very good. I don't want to replace it with anything. So I'm just gonna run for it if I can. That was not even double damage. I like how it was such a gentle poke too. I feel like this run's very close to what a deprived run would be like. A deprived run is basically no leveling, and I think it'd be very similar to this. For how easily I die. This is a bit of a run. This is kind of a pain. Oof. Jump. Sorts of Black Knights here. This run was a little more straightforward. I mean, it is straightforward, but a little less dangerous. Deal with these guys. Plus, because I'm gonna die a lot. I'm really bad at parrying, so I know that you can just parry cheese Gwen, but Okay. What I might actually do is go into the save file part of the game of the files and just make them read only. Because if you make the your save file read only, it won't actually. You know, you can turn the game off and. You can shut the game off, put it back on again, and it'll, like, you know, if you save and quit right outside the fog gate, then it'll just be there every time. The run to Gwyn is pretty annoying, so especially when you're trying to practice parrying and you don't know how to do it. And you're like me and you spend almost no time parrying in all the times you've played through these games. Okay, yep. Go. Okay. Good damage. Good damage. Dark break. Who got me? There's not much to say at this point. I try to, you know, when I do commentary and I stream, I'm basically always trying to, like, think out loud. Not really. I'm not really thinking about anything right at this point, and just you have to run back. Looks like I have to get, what was that? Based on how much HP Gwyn had and how much damage I did. What do we need, like 10 parries? Oof. Okay. Let's see. I can't remember. I haven't done this in a while. see, Steam apps, common, Dark Souls, Prepare Die Edition, data, and those are the readmes. DirectX. Let's see. I don't remember how to do this. How do you make Dark Souls? Only save file. Where is this? Is that save file saved? Would be in the DirectX folder, would it? Wait, let me pull it over here to see what to show you what I'm doing here. We're in data. This isn't unpacked though. That's right. I haven't unpacked these files. So. Properties, and I wouldn't be in properties. Any opposed initial series. Actually, I think it's a different section of the documents. NBG. There it is. It's like it's in documents NBGI. Although this looks like it's only a save file. Here. We go into here. Read only. Make that temporary change. Hopefully that worked. What's supposed to happen once you make a file, once you make a game file, say a game save read only, is if you quit out to the main menu, the game will not have saved. It'll just have remembered the last thing you did, which means if you go here, if I did that right, then I should be at the front of Gwyn. Yep. Never had a very easy time with Gwyn. Maybe it's called like my my first impressions of him were colored, because first time I ever fought him, I was a mage, and like he does not give you a chance to cast any spells or heal or anything. three swings there. Well, this is a heck of a lot faster than running all the way here. Don't know what the time is on that, man. Imagine each of these deaths being also including me having to run this distance. What's the timing on that? We're going from, you know, for me, going from never parrying ever. I did it a couple times this run just to kind of show it off, but I never do it. It just never seems worth it to me. Wynn's the only exception because it's how you apparently it's how you beat him really easily. I know that this cheat exists, but I just can't do it. But you know, when I did a parry kind of build, in Dark Souls 3, it wasn't really a parry build. It was more like a beefy assassin kind of build that also could parry, and when I was doing that, it took me a while to learn how to. Oh, that's not it. I think how I beat him the first time as a mage was I just hid behind pillars and stuff to like get a chance to maybe get a heal off. I remember having to learn how to parry what's his name, Champion Gundyr, and you know, because the build I was using, the only way I was getting decent damage was by parry or post on him. Nope, that's not it. Supposed to jump back instead. Hey, there you go. 505. Very good. Ugh. Not bad. Yeah, I'll take like 7 or 8 parries to kill him. I think I spent learning how to parry Gundyr was like 2 hours before I started actually parrying him reliably. That's pretty good progress there. It may have been a fluke though. I'm still not really sure. Like I always see people parrying that. Oops. Ah. It's a very fast attack. The one-handed one and then the follow-up. I can parry the follow-up, but I don't know about that initial one. I think I have to block that initial one. Oh, that's not it. Yeah, I imagine a deprived run in Dark Souls 1 would probably be similar to this one. It would just probably use the lightning blacksmith hammer. Probably be the only difference. Nope, that's not it. Okay. Okay. I can get a heal here, I think. Run dun dun. Run dun dun. What is the timing on this initial attack here? Oh. Dun dun. Come on, Frames, you can do it. It's funny how we were talking about this like an hour ago, or like with Machula. Like sometimes the game will just, or the internet will just be like, I guess I'm done. Like for no reason, it seems. I'm also holding the controller in a way I'm not used to holding it at all. Where I'm holding down the shield button and having my middle finger on the parry button. That seems to be a good thing to do because I need to block while also being ready to parry at the same time. That seems like a good idea. Dun 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 dun. Oops. He puts his hands together on the right side. It's gonna be a slow one. He has this fast swing though. It's like insane. Oof. Okay. Nice, that was close. Was it 5 parries in a row there? So that's good. Just gotta look for if he chooses to kick, I guess. Oh, actually, looking at those loading save files, I need to redo the Geomancer run at some point. I figure out what the initial timing is for that. Am I doing it too late? Too late? I have no idea. Bum. This was a very good idea to make this save file read only. You have to keep walking forward? Is that it? Ah. No! You remain too late to parry the first one. Rum bum bum. Rum bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. We're to like just keep walking forward. Is that it? No, that's not it. Okay. It's 2. Not really worth, I don't think. Okay. For that 4, 5. No. Oh. I heard the ting sound. Must have been a partial. Oops. Bum 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 bum. Come on, frames. You can do it. Hang in there. Don't give up, skeleton. Nope. Wasn't even. Boy, I missed it that time too. What the? Whoa! That was a new death. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, I need to do another Geomancer run, because the second half of that run, still have it, but like, as recorded, but I prefer to upload it via the Twitch export. Okay. You go with 2 hand, then you attack, then you parry. If you one hands that quick attack there, it's hard to parry. So, the kick, man. I don't know why I didn't S this there. I hit the SS button, but I hadn't queued it. I queued it too early. I hit the SS button, but I queued it too early, so it didn't queue then. I should have parried and then knocked him down and then gone for the heal anyway. Okay, so this is good to just keep walking forward, I guess. Okay. Ah. Oh. Okay. I almost got it here. No, I rolled. I rolled. Oh, that was just a bad roll, a bad parry. All right, almost got it. We got him down to Cinder. Yeah, down. I need like three more parries, 2 or 3. Okay. You can roll, right? When you have your shield up? No, you definitely can't. Okay. Good. Okay, I said personal best right there. Ah, man, I'm too bad. I'm bad at recognizing that. Personal best. We're down to sit to the and Cinder. That was like 2 more there. As you can see, this is usually why I don't parry. Don't really find it worthwhile most times. I just die more often than I get nice riposte out of it. That's the wrong button. But I'm glad it's in the game though. I'll never turn down a, you know, a way of defeating enemies. And, you know, giving people different play styles is important. Even if I don't really like the play style. Having your options and your tools available to you. Okay. Back to our personal best, pretty much. No! I don't know why it's so hard for me to ever get to see that kick coming. Okay. I have just enough time to like heal and then parry that slow one. Ah! I rolled! Okay. Whoop. 3 grabs in a row. Oh! Why do so much damage? Hooray! Hooray! Easy game. Oh man, we actually did it. Scavenger run complete. All right, well, that'll do it then. So next up, we got some other runs to do. Let's get to it. Let's raid disc. Thank you all for joining me. That was a lot of fun. It was challenging at some parts, but overall, I think we were very clever with how we saved the items strategically. Yeah. Next up, I'll probably do the Dark Souls 3, another Dark Souls 3 run, or we'll start Darkest Dungeon. I'm not sure on maybe either tomorrow or Sunday if I can make it. Tuesday, probably, Lord willing. But I'll see you tomorrow again for the study stream. Let's raid desk, and I'll see you guys next time.